know what you're doing. Now you sit down.
Can I use your account?
Yeah.
Okay, good afternoon, professors and students. We are Jung-sun and Hoang. We are here today pleased to introduce you about our thesis topic, Information System Adoption within Vietnamese small and medium enterprises. And our agenda is mostly adapted from our table of contents, but with some parts, some unnecessary parts omitted, so that we can make it in 15 minutes. So firstly, we introduce some background, and then we move to the research designs, how we conduct the research, and we have some literature review, so that we have a solid base of knowledge, and we skip the analysis part in the presentation to go through to the core findings and also some suggestions. First of all, from our findings of literature review, the small and medium enterprises, short from SMEs, play an important roles in every economics, both developing and developed ones. It manifests from many figures, and then the information system adoption should be proper conduct, because in the literature review there were many failed attempts to do the information system adoption, and later the motivation for us to do this thesis is because there is so far no paper on information system adoption within Vietnamese small and medium enterprises. So, and from the motivation we formulate the 3 research questions. It also reflects our research purpose. The first research question, it reflects that our research purpose is to explain the reasons Vietnamese SMEs adopt information system. The second research question reflects that we try to describe how the adoption process occurs. And the last research question is the exploratory approach of this thesis. So what factors? To conduct this research, we use qualitative research method, because information system adoption is really a social techno phenomena that should be conducted in depth for in-depth knowledge. We really cannot do some figures, some surveys just for a surface knowledge of the phenomena. And the strategy we use is case study. We use 8 case studies in 7 companies. Our approach is deductive. That means we firstly have some literature review, and then we analyze the case studies upon the literature review. The data collection is used as semi-structure, so that it is structured before, but we have an open-ended, so the user, the interviewee, can express their own opinion, not reflecting in our interviewing questions. And we also use content analysis and open coding, because although we already have some literature review, we make it open so that we can have some explore new knowledge and new content. So now we move to the literature part. I will make it as simple as possible. You can see the largest circle is the information system. Basically, the system is the setup components that work for a specific purpose. So information system setup components used to store and process information system. However, lately the information system term is used interchangeably as the computer-based information system. So if your notebook is basically an information system, but lately the information system is like a computer and the things. But in our thesis, the information system is the management computer-based information system, because we already have some other information system like geographical information system known as GIS and the others. So information system in our title of the thesis means management computer-based information system. And now Chi-Trung will continue with the information system adoption process.
So I would like to continue with the model of information system adoption process. This model is not made by ourselves, but adapted from the literature review. So it starts with decision making, in which the top managers they realize the need for the information system, and they also get consultancies for information about the system. And it comes after the selection phase, where the top manager decide whether the system is developed in-house by internal developers, or they will purchase a software package from outside information system vendor. Next is the development phase, in which the system is developed, and is the implementation phase, where the system is implemented in the company. So these are the factors that influence the information system adoption. So there are external and internal factors. Internal factors there are cultures, top managers, and employees. In external factors, there are stakeholders, competitors, information system vendors, and also external consultants. First thing, I would like to come to culture. It's really important because it depends on the culture of the company that the information system is adopted. So if a company is open and is flexible, they are more likely to adapt an information system. But with the company that have a closing culture, and they don't encourage learning, for example, they are more reluctant to adapt any new information system. Next thing is top managers. Top managers is extremely important in SMEs, because they often solely make decisions from daily operation to future investment. Especially when it comes to information system adoption, they make decisions from almost every phase of the adoption. Like in the thesis of Tran-Nguyen, is that right? The top manager, they make all the decisions.
Yeah.
The employees is important because most often they are the main users of the system, and they do daily operation, so they have the closest connection with the system more than the top managers. External, so stakeholders can be trading partners, can be your suppliers, or can be your customers. And since they have a close connection with the company, so stakeholders has some effect to the information system adoption of the company. For example, they may have some pressure on the company to adapt some information system, so that the two information systems of two companies will be compatible with each other. Competitors may create some pressure on the company because they may have adopted some information system and it really helped them in their business. So the company may want to adopt a similar information system to support their business as well. So information system vendors and external consultants, their role is important too, because most often the internal resource of the company, like the top manager or employees, they don't have much knowledge about information system or information technology, so they may need help from information system vendors and also external consultants. Next. There are many reasons for information system adoption. Here I'd like to list only 3 main reasons. The first thing is to support business, and the reason is come from the customers and competitors. For internal and external change, internal means that the employees, they may want a system to help them to improve their productivity, and external change comes from the social needs of the company. Case overview. Now we come to the case overview. So we have 7 companies and 8 case studies. The first company is working in this cinema industry, and the adaptive information system is website. For the first company, so when the new marketing manager comes, she decided to improve the website. So she asked to build a new website for the company. The second company is doing business in bottom water, and the adaptive information system is inventory control system. This system is comes from the, let's see. The idea about the system is come from one of the company's competitors in an informal view, in which I explained in the thesis. The next company is an interior design company, and the adaptive system is accounting software. The system has been adopted since the beginning of the company, but after 2 years it is abandoned by a new manager, and then she required to adopt another system. The fourth company is a credit rating agency, and the system is a credit reporting information system. This system is developed in-house. The fifth company is a external company, and the adapted system is Microsoft Windows Server 2008. They adopt the system because of the pressure from the government, because the existing system is illegal used. For the rubber company as well, they are using illegal Windows Office, and the government also make pressure on the company to use OpenOffice instead. For the pesticide joint stock company, we have 2 case studies with this company. The first thing is the accounting software, which has been adopted for a long time ago, since 1991.
1990 something.
Yeah, and the second system is ERP system, which just has been adopted recently. Yeah, we don't talk about the analysis of each company, but we go through to the core findings. So, to answer for our first research question, why do Vietnamese SMEs adopt information system? First thing, they support business. And the need for the system may arise during the development. Also, they may adopt the system because of the pressure from customers or from competitors. However, the pressure from customers and competitors in my thesis is not clear enough to have a conclude that they really make the pressure to the company. And also the pressure from the government, and it's really clear, obvious pressure from the government, especially when you are using illegal software. So the second research question is how are information system adopted in Vietnamese SMEs? For the first phase, decision-making phase, we realized that there may be staff participation or not, and it totally depends on the knowledge of the top manager about information system. If they already have knowledge about information system, they don't need any consultancies from staff when they adapt a system. But when they don't have any knowledge about information system, they may seek for advice from the employees or from external consultants. The second thing is that top managers often solely make decisions. They don't need any help from employees, or they may not discuss the idea of the system with the employees. So in the selection phase, in my thesis, almost the case studies, the selection has already included in the decision-making phase. It means that when the top manager decides to adopt any information system, they already know which company will build the system for them.
About the product and vendor base, we read material from Thursday, and there were mainly three categories of selection. The first is product based, the second is vendor based, and the third is functionality based. But we found in our thesis, in our studies, that most, should I say, all of the case studies, the top manager always based on the brand name of the vendor, on the brand name of the product, to decide which information system to adopt. So they didn't really reflect the needs of their business.
So in the development phase, the company may purchase custom what cost of the share? Cost. But
in the development phase, some of the company use cost of the shelf products. It means that the products was developed beforehand and was packed as a commercial package. They only need to install, config, and use that. But some others do some developments from the scratch. So they have user requirement, user specification, and then they do the coding from the scratch.
Most importantly is that they require minimal change to the business process. So they may stop the development, or they may abandon the whole system if they know that the system requires a big change to the business process. Next. So in the implementation, there was participation of a staff, or when you have staff, or the entire company, depends on the type of the system adopted.
And the third research question, we found that most of the reason for information system adoption can be found back in the literature review. However, in our specific case of Vietnamese SMEs, we also found two others. The first is the financial resource, because Vietnamese SMEs really struggle with the finance, so it is really factors impact on the information system adoption. And in the external, as we already discussed, the government has really hard influence on the SMEs, especially when they use illegal software, illegal information system. So we come to the discussion, and we have some suggestions for real life work. The first is that whenever a company have information system adoption, the staff, the real end users should involve from the start to the end of the process, not only the top manager. And the second is that the